I left my wife in the nude to go to work, and she had the cat. So you got a cat, a nude wife, and I pop back during dinner time to see that she's okay, and both cat and her are asleep. That's what this is about. It's called Feline Friends. Curled up on the couch with a curled up kitten cradled on your lap, both of you totally out of this world. I smile at such a lovely double take, tiptoe round the flat, afraid that you should wake. I kiss both your noses, and you both sniff and shift, adopt new synchronized poses. I can only sit and love and watch as one of you makes a move that the other will match. I take a Polaroid as I am leaving, place it between your toes where, on awakening, it will be seen to show you how very beautiful you've been. Staying with cats, kittens, and Little Miss Kittens. This is for my daughter Tilly. It's called As One. I was just watching her play with her cat, as you do. And it's for Miss Tilly and Miss Tiddles. You'll have to decide which is the human there. The kitten has no need of time. It lives in the meow of now. The toddler too of time cares nothing, cries only for the now. Both watch as the world assembles itself around them. They gaze into each other's eyes, smile with recognition. They treat each other as equal beings. They play with the moment, rolling it around as if it were a bell in a ball. They are both startled by the shadow that grows out of them. Neither kitten nor girl can understand the stranger who mimics and mocks them in the mirror. Now their shadows hide, and there is no body behind the mirror. Grandfather clock spits out time in sharp, short thicks. Both girl and kitten laughing at it, wondering why it cries. They live in the endless time of no time. A moment is a forever, a plaything. Girl and kitten now asleep in each other's arms. Time has been turned off. The world sneaks away. Here a blob of green, there a shred of red. Inside their heads, kitten, girl share the same dream. Thank you. Wow. I brought my little girl to a farm and she'd never seen things like cows and grass and all that ordinary stuff that we just take for granted. She'd also never seen an owl, and there was lots of owls in the wood outside, so I took her one night about 4 o'clock in the morning in her pyjamas out to see an owl. And I was also telling her the different names for owls. So this is called Journey. Oh, Kufu, she owes, Ulkabon, I whisper into her hair. Regardless of whatever sound the humans try to trap him in, the owl glides from its stareness to our here-ness, missing every single branch that blocks its flight. Its nearness and newness, we bow before it as if it were a soul made holy by its presence as it journeys through sound. Gufu, Ulkavon, owl, dissolving this universe of time. Thank you. Those of you like Ernie who know Irish will know that an owl is an Ulkavon. And Gufu is the Italian, just in case you're wondering. One of my favourite poems is Auden's As I Walked Out One Evening, Walking Down Bristol Street. Loved it ever since I was a kid, still love it to bits. So this is my riffing on that beautiful poem. It's called Audenesque. As I walked out one morning, walking down Auden Street, no crowds upon the pavement, no sounds of people's feet. The nightmare it had happened and time had run away. Below Blake's rose it had sickened, no tomorrow, now no today. Jack had been eaten by the giant, the fairy tale had turned grim. History, a tale told by an idiot, good God, no one believed in him. I looked in the mirror, and nothing of me could I see. Desert and glacier laughed in my face, mocking to be, not to be. It was late in the evening, the world we had known was gone, and I the only ghost left living to ponder on how it all went wrong. This is called Getting On With It, which I should do, but so this is called Getting On With It, something getting on with it. Snail autographs Pat with the shining silver calligraphy of itself. A kitten meows the morning into being. Birds call upon the sun to come up. The dog says nothing, sleeps, lets the world get on with it. And this is my little girl again, and it's called Big Happy. Because she distinguishes between little happies and big happies. You make me so happy, she says. Oh, I say. Oh, I say. It's such a big happy, but it's made up of all small happies. The small happy I can hold in my hand, but the big happy is like the sky. She clutches me, hugs my knee, kisses my kneecap, then goes out again, shouting to the dolly she left sitting in the sandpit. It's okay, I'm back. I was watching her in the sandpit and I could see her telling the doll, of course I couldn't hear, but she says, I'm going to go in, hug his knee. Little girls will hug whatever part of you is nearest. So it's a patella, that's what gets hugged and kissed. This is called I wear long sleeves even in summer. Blue bruises bloom on my skin. I wear long sleeves even in summer. First I lost my smile, it somehow floated away. Next I lost my flesh until I was nothing but skin and bone. My curves, my breasts vanished into themselves. All something is grass, I quoted to myself. The woman in the mirror who claims she's me isn't. A stranger holds my eye. I look away. Blue bruises bloom on my skin. I wear long sleeves, even in summer. One of the things I do with kids, if they want to start writing, they do be terrified, and I do the simple trick of spell your name out backwards. And when you've got your name spelled out backwards, Donald Dempsey becomes Leonard Yesmith. Or if you do the double L at the beginning, I'm Clanad Yesmith. And then we write a story from there. So it's just the oddness of seeing your name transposed into something unfamiliar. So this is called Donald Dempsey indeed. Where am I? Yes, do I have it? Do I have it all? Yes, I just do have it. Leonard Yesmith. He squinted at my driver's license. It's pronounced Clanad, I said, with extreme exasperation. You're not from these here parts, are you, fella? He drawled dryly, squinting closer firstly at me, then back at my ID. I'm of Welsh, Turkish extraction, but I was born on Venus. I explained it to a little kid. He snorted, a tickle of snot, yo-yoing up and down his hairy left nostril. If you were to spell your name backwards, it would spell Donald Dempsey. I was not amused. You know, that crazy, hairy Irish earthling poet dude? I'm not him, I fumed. All right. Keep your antennas on. Jeez. He handed me back my ID, tipped his hat, wiped his nose across his sleeve. Welcome to Mars. You drive carefully now. I stepped on the rocket boosters, left them eating my stardust. Bloody customs, I yelled to myself. Donald Dempsey indeed.